This frame that I bought off of Amazon is going to be the exact reason why I end up making millions in the online business space. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what the direct correlation even is, how this is going to do that for me, and how it can do the same for you if you're really looking to get the life that you've always dreamt of. So you're probably asking yourself how that frame in the background can do all of that for me. Well, I did learn this concept from a ton of other mentors that I've had in the past. And to be honest, during the time that I first got started in this entrepreneurial journey, I never really took it serious, but I've always heard similar ideas. People telling me to build a vision, build something that you're aiming for. And, I kind of overlooked that. That's my fault. To be honest, had I paid attention more to it when I was told about the idea firsthand, then I probably would be a little bit more far off, right? And, obviously everything happens for a reason, but it wasn't until my most recent mentor, Jeremy Pogue, who I actually had the blessing of working alongside on this team, until he showed me what the power of building an actual vision can do for you, right? And I'll talk a little bit more about details in terms of what I have up there that help me move the needle forward every single day. But he gave us the example of how he first started. He took a Sam Ovens course, and in that course, he actually did pay attention and implemented everything inside of that course. And one of the things that they told him to do was to build out the vision and be as specific as possible. And he's given us examples time and time again about stuff that he's envisioned and he's just made come to light like no other. For example, his dream apartment, right? He had this very clear vision in mind with, big high ceiling windows where you have a huge view. And the minute that he got the opportunity to go to an open house, that was the very first apartment that he saw, right? And as soon as he saw it, he told the person that was showing the property, he told him, "I'll take it," right? Because it was exactly what he envisioned. I know that sounds a little bit out there, sounds a little woo, like stuff just accidentally led him there or led him down that path to see that apartment. I'll give you another example that he gave us, right? He's always wanted a Lamborghini, whether it was like an Aventador, a Urus, and it was in a particular spec, right? It was matte black, blue accents everywhere. And once he got the opportunity to do that as well, he was introduced to a Urus that was in that exact spec. It wasn't planned. I'm sure he has a video about it on his channel, but he knew exactly then and there that he needed to take it as well. And it's all about building the vision that will push you towards that. And that is the point of this video. I highly recommend every single one of you guys do something similar to what I have in the background there, because everything I have there is for a reason, right? It's like, for example, you could probably see like there's a Porsche steering wheel with a Rolex Datejust on the wrist. That's something I just want to achieve. I am a big fan of cars. So if you're a car person, then envision the exact car that you want. Right, and you can get super specific, right? You don't have to do it in this, particular board. You can do this in writing if you'd like. But I want a Porsche. My dream car is a GT3 RS. I'm sure you guys probably have the same thing, right? I have a picture of God up there because I want to develop my relationship with him and make that as strong as ever. Another one that I have is of Patrick Bateman, right? You guys have probably seen that. That is where I want to get my physique to. And having these visions in mind and having this specific image that I know every single day I'm looking to achieve will just subconsciously start to trick me into doing the things that are necessary to get there. Right? So you can do a version like this where you have like a little bit of a vision board. You can take inspiration from other people. Like, these are not obviously my images. And you want to make sure that you use this vision board to start identifying as the person that will get those things. That's why it's a lot more powerful as well if you create, a little bit of a Google Doc page that sums up what your dream life actually looks like, right? So you want to get, again, as specific as possible. What is it that you do first thing in the morning? You have, this huge coffee machine because you're a coffee fanatic. I don't know. Do you live in an apartment or a house? Do you have a family? Do you have a pet? Do you have a dog? What do you do with your time? What do you do? Do you have a house manager that takes care of all the little details that you don't want to worry about? So that way you don't get decision fatigue. What kind of business do you have? Do you have 5 employees or do you have 45? And it's about just making sure you outline everything as specific as possible. And once you do that, read it every single day, every morning and at night. Because what ends up happening is you honestly start to get to the point where you start to brainwash yourself a little bit. And I know it could be a little bit of a sensitive topic, I guess, right? And so you do want to, I guess, tread carefully. Make sure all of the thoughts, all of the inputs that you're trying to aim for are positive and they make a good impact on you and the people around you. Because if they don't, then things can get a little dangerous, right? I can only imagine, right? People have used this tactic in other forms of history that you could probably look up. But that is what I'm doing. That is the main reason. This thing in the background is going to be the main reason why I am going to succeed. I'm going to build the life that I've always dreamt of. So, this is going to be a short video, but to be honest, this is one that is near and dear to my heart because it literally boils down to just having the vision, subconsciously tricking yourself into thinking you already have these things, and then slowly but surely your actions are going to change, right? Because somebody that has a multi-million-dollar business, they have, a beautiful girlfriend or a wife, they have a family, they have a dog, they have employees that they have to make sure are taken care of, do not have bad habits. They don't have things that hold them back. They don't sit on the couch all day. And so if that's you, it's completely fine, but you do know, more than likely you're watching this video, is you need to make a change in order to get to where you're trying to be. And it's important you're constantly reminding yourself about why you're doing what you're doing for, right? It's like, it's very easy, especially as a new entrepreneur, if you're building a business or whatever, you're getting into a skill set, you can get lost in just doing the day-to-day work. And what ends up happening is you just start to build a new 9 to 5 for yourself. You just start to kind of go through the motions when in reality, in order to get to your dream life, you have to innovate, you have to do new things, you have to hire new team members, you have to constantly keep leveling up. And yeah, it's important to make sure you always have that end vision in mind. What life are you trying to create for yourself? And sometimes you might have to update it. Maybe you thought you wanted an SVJ, but in reality, you just wanted a really luxury like car that can still transport your kids and your dog. You're a really big family person. And so I know, like, yeah, watching these people on YouTube that are on yachts, jet skis, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm sure that's fun, but not everybody wants that life. So you have to make sure you identify what life you want and subconsciously start to trick yourself every single day and watch what happens to you. You will start to ask yourself and refer back to this frame every single day for every single decision. People might invite you to, go out to drink on a Friday night, and, you'll start to come to that realization that it won't align with the life you're trying to build. And I get it. Sometimes, one night is not gonna, change the trajectory of everything. But if it's a constant thing, if you're constantly battling with decisions that are not good for you, that's why you create this. Because then you can always refer to this and ask yourself, does this align with the life I want to build for me, my family, and the people around me? So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want some action steps from this video, I highly suggest you create a board like this, order it on Amazon. It's like 10 bucks maybe, and just find a bunch of images that inspire you, that move the needle forward to the life you're trying to build. I would also recommend, opening a Google Doc and just write as much as you possibly can about what your dream life looks like. Because sooner or later, if you start to read that every single day, every single night, every single morning, it won't be a dream anymore. It will be your reality. And I've seen it happen time and time right before my eyes. So I know this is not out there. It's not woo-woo. Just try it. And yeah, let me know how you guys feel. I'll see you all in the next video.